Hello, everyone. Welcome in. This is going to be your next 24 to 36 hours. Messages, things you might hear, see, or experience in this energy. Apologies to everyone. I know it's been a few days, but life happens. My internet was down, and it was a whole bunch of stuff. Wasn't feeling good, all of that. But now we're back. And goodness, the cards are falling everywhere. But now we're back and returning to your regular something program, scheduled programming, something like that. So happy Saturday, everyone. I hope you guys are all doing well. And we will get to it and see what energy we will be dealing with. Okay. All right, guardian angels and guides, those are the highest good, please, with the messages. What do we need to know, please, that we may be experiencing over the next 24, 36 hours? Okay, this is from when you watch it, not from when it's uploaded. Okay, what do we have, please, Spirit? The Sage. Oh, I can't pick up the card. Okay. Alrighty. So you got the Sage, somebody this could be an older person. Hey, welcome in. This is a energy. You have hidden wisdom and knowledge, but you're heavily on this person's mind. Then you got the bright mother who's busy, things to do, just busy. You could be busy doing motherly things. This is it's the bright mother. Just kind of, But the feminine in this might be really vulnerable. I want to say that. And I'm saying that because normally when I see images where they are nude, that is like a vulnerability to me. And in both these images, she's not wearing anything. She's like raw. And I think that this masculine here is looking right at you. And he could like what he sees. He can be reminiscing, anything like that. But I'm getting more so the feeling that it's like the rawness. Okay, tell me about this. Clarify, please. The woman. Oh my God. You are heavily on this masculine's mind, this feminine here. Might be something about your shoulder. Your shoulders might be out. Because in all three of these images, I'm noticing the shoulder. So somebody might really like your shoulders, but you might get like a direct message from them. Oh, now there's two feminines. Okay. What is this? What is going on here? It almost feels like this one here can see something. What? Okay, first of all, I want to look and see what is this with the two. I want to see what that is. What is this with the two feminines here? Because that's heavy feminine energy. Doesn't have to be two different ones. There's an option. Seven of Cups, Nine of Cups. Ace of Cups. There's so much cup energy here. There's emotions here. Wow. And somebody's like working. I'm paying attention to something. I keep hearing, tell it to my heart. Tell me I'm the only one. There's so many options. The 7 of Cups, 9 of Cups energy. It feels almost like there's so many different ways to love this situation. 9 of Swords. And they're going to speak. What is going on here, Spirit? Hey, Jean. Welcome in. All right, what is this? Is this 2 women, Spirit? Feminine energy? It's heavy feminine. All right, let's just ask that. What is the 2 women here? It's like pay attention. There's a roadblock. It feels like a decision's been made to block one of these feminines. Because of what? What is going on here? Because this one doesn't look too happy. It's like seeing this going on. Or knows this. No, this one was rejected. This one's been rejection. But it doesn't have to be, that whole type of scenario. What's going on with the other feminine? Because there's 1 masculine and 2 feminines. The knowledge. Research. This feminine, this one right here, the one with the shoulders out. The masculine with this one has history. This one could be uplifting to this masculine. What's going on with the masculine? Something's hidden. It's a secret. Wow, they're going through a mental thing. Wow. The world. They're trying to close out some sort of betrayal. They're trying to heal. That's what I mean. They're trying to close out a cycle, and it comes with the World and 4 of Swords. The masculine in this situation is just trying to heal and close out whatever this mental thing was. It feels mental. But it feels like a betrayal. And it feels like they're just at work, and this feminine here with the shoulders out feels like captivated. I want to say the word captivated. Okay, so what's going on in this situation? Direct me to that. What do we need to know during this time frame? What is happening between the masculine and the feminine with the shoulders out? The World. Queen of Cups. Nurturing. Tell me about that. I got the whole world in her hands. She got the whole wide world in her hands. Justice. It feels like nothing really is happening. She's just, wow, they're just texting. Feels like texting. Moving something forward, getting something going. Oh, world. Yeah, wow, with the Ace of Cups. This one here, the feminine with like the shoulders out, or whichever this feminine is, that's heavy on this masculine's mind. She's nurturing. It's big, like big love there. And you're content. You're both content, I want to say. And it feels like this one, right now I'm hearing the, oh, happy day. It feels like happy. Things are just happy. What is going on? Sorry, I have little itty bitty holding back. Wow, holding back the fire. I was just gonna say something else and it went away. That there's been a massive change here between the feminine and the masculine, I want to say. So it feels like during this time, yeah, and then forward movement with the Chariot. Somebody could be on the move, something like that. And there's just heavy movement, but it feels like moving in positive, loving energy is what's happening in this time frame. And you're just talking to somebody. And it could be, via text, something like that. You're just texting. It feels like the Devil and the Four of Cups. That just feels like, well, okay. And then you're talking and healing this stuff. If there was ever anything that was like unexpected, that was like toxic, or it feels like just kind of talking through it. There's new information and it brings like the Star, which is, healing. And that's what I was saying up here too, with the feminine, with the shoulders out and stuff. I keep hearing roll out. I don't know what that song is, but I keep hearing that too, just that part where it's like, oh, I'm hearing they see me rolling, they hating. Somebody is on the move. I don't know why I'm hearing that. Wow, with the Ace of Pentacles too. It's like feeling good. And then you've got like the what did I say, 9? Oh, because the 9 of Pentacles. It's kind of like you're by yourself though. And it's like getting this opportunity and somebody is just really figuring out and finding out that there is power or strength and they're being able to manifest so much, like living the single life or the abundant life and having things. This is good energy. And it feels like now it just brings goodness. So, hey, Bailey, it feels like just wait for it. It's coming in, but it's roll out. And they see me rolling. They hating. So somebody might be watching somebody like drive by, or they can just see somebody while they're driving or something. And it's kind of like, it almost feels like the I don't want to really say haters, but that's what the energy feels like. Like somebody can see or feel this happening and they're not happy about it. And to me, it feels like, okay, whose problem is that? Because it doesn't feel like it's the feminine's, the one with her shoulders out. And every time I say that, her shoulders are out. I hear that no, not that one. Which one was it? I looked up and got distracted. Shoulders out. I don't know. Roll out. That's what I keep hearing every time I say that. Oh, really? Oh. Yeah, that's all I'm hearing. Like completely. Wow, 6 of Pentacles. Whatever's going on between the feminine and the masculine in this, they're vibing. And it's good. It's reciprocated. Okay. So we will pick this energy up. Move on to the next one. Yeah, they're definitely. Wow, Temperance. During this time frame that I was just speaking about, it's the judgment is to have temperance, is what I want to say for that message. It's like everything is good, everyone is good, everything is good. Okay. All right, what do you have after that? Okay, moving on. Different time frame. What do we got going on? Okay, Las Lunas. Somebody's just ready. Wow, it feels pumped. There's growth, there's joy, there's hope with this maiden. Wow. And they're loving it. There's been like a new vision or a new, because you got the maiden here. Somebody was able to come up with a master plan here. But it's like this one's ready to just take off and jump into action. And probably because, oh, my ear's itching. Probably because they seen it. Because you got Penelope Dreamweaver. But it's love given, love received with the fairies that were kissed by the pixies. But something, it feels like, it feels like this one here, she's ready to jump into action. She's ready to get something going. Jump fully in. And then just going and seeing all these things happen. But then you have Gilo the Slow, which talks about patience and all of that. What is happening here? Show me this here. What do we need to know? The Star. Wow, the Heart. Judgment. Yes. In order to get something going. Okay, now this is completely different. You might have like a thought of doing something later, or something, or you've been trying to manifest something. It feels like if you do it from a very loving heart space area, it sets everything into motion. That's how it's going to get something started. That's the Judgment here. You're being guided to do this. It's safe for you to pass. Wow. It's baby steps. Out of nowhere. Wow. It feels like, and then there's the movement. If you've been feeling stuck on getting something to move and go forward, it's like being assertive, but yet optimistic changes things and gets something to just go. And then you get the Crow establishing communication to this new beginning. Wow. That's part of the strategy. So you figure out the strategy, and the strategy is moving or doing something, whatever it is, whatever it's that you have passion for, whatever it is that you're trying to get going within a business or a relationship or anything like that. It feels like as long as you stay heart-centered in everything that you're trying to accomplish and have going on, it's going to just go. What is going on here with the patience part? It feels like that's why you had to be patient. The Empress. Interesting. Right when this one came out, I immediately went to the belly. Now, all the mothers know. Just bear with me. And then you've got the Six of Pentacles. All the mothers know that you get excited in the beginning of finding out. Then you have to go through the long, huge process. You have to wait and wait and wait and wait. And it's fine up until the last little bit. That last month is like the hardest. Or not even the month. It's like the last couple weeks. I know, at least in my experience, you're just done. You're done with the whole process. And it's kind of like this is getting something going. I mean, this could literally be that somebody is pregnant. It could be that. But it's kind of giving, what this is giving me is, this could have been something that you started like 9 months ago, or something that you started 9 weeks ago, something that would have to take time in order to grow and to come through. And it feels like it's coming. It's weird that I went off on that. But that's what it feels like. It feels like now is the time. Nine of Pentacles. It's going from, wow, the Magician. Especially if you had to wait. And if you've been trying to manifest something that has to do with Pentacles, meaning like finances or anything like that, it feels like it's going to come. And you've got the Magician here again. Nine of Cups, the Four of Wands, Three of Pentacles. There might be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. I don't know who this is for, but like an Aries, Leo, Sag that might come in and give you the wish. They offer you something. I'm seeing it all this is how it's looking at the bottom of my deck. And it's giving me all of that. Where you might have a masculine, because even here, it's like, okay, I got an idea. And lights the match here. That still kind of looks like a wand to me. They don't have to be a fire sign, but they might have fire in the chart somewhere. And the point what I'm trying to make with that is that randomly, it feels random. Wow. And then, then there's with the new beginning, they might come forward and be like, hey, because I'm hearing like somebody snap their fingers, like they get an idea. And it's like this masculine comes forward and brings it feels like a random idea out of nowhere. Like, hey, I want to co-create with this, or I want to work with you on this. And it could be something like to do a foundation, but it's something that you want with the Nine of Cups. And it gives you the new beginning. So Ace of Swords, they're talking to you about it and they recognize you. It might be that they even recognize that you've been stressing over something. I need money. I mean, it could be that. It could. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is only 24 hours worth of energy. So maybe they know that you've been stressing or you've been going through something or something like that. But then it's like they shake, like you could even shake their hand. Like, okay, I agree to this. But it feels like agreeing to something here. And it helps something, I want to say like, it helps something take off, or Page of Cups. It feels like it's in the small workings of whatever this is that's going to come about. They're going to give a judgment. And I'm seeing the Page of Wands with the Judgment card. And it feels like they want to like team up with you and work with you. So during this time frame, you might get the tools in a few weeks for transformation. Wow. And all I did was just split this deck in half, and I seen it. I did see the worry beads, but you get the tools within a few weeks. This whole situation transforms for you. And it feels like we can build this thing together. It's the beehive. Hardworking. And then you get to rest. It's support. You end up getting support from somebody. That's the whole point I want to say. So maybe during this time frame here, you're talking to somebody and they're talking about the support. Yeah, and then healing. The strategy. Okay, there it is right there. The olive branch with the chess piece and the rings. It's kind of like you, during this time frame, you're given like an olive branch with somebody. And it's part of a strategy or planning of doing an agreement with you during this time frame to get something going. And that's what goes back to the whole pregnancy thing, where it has to cook for a while, needs to bake, needs to do all of that, and then you can give birth to it. And it's good. What happens at the end of this? Show me what happens at the end, please. Okay, you got the Five of Wands. Three of Swords. What? Death. Oh, it changes it knocks out the competition. Four of Wands. It knocks out the competition. It like cuts it. it cuts so you know how people say they have an energetic tie or they have the cord and then they've got, it cuts it. And it, you know, behind this is the Three of Swords and the Five of Wands. That's like the battling, the drama, the fighting, the whatever that leads to Three of Swords energy. And then the Death card came right with that. And it just cuts it. And then you get the Four of Wands afterwards. The High Priestess. Queen of Pentacles. And the Hierophant. It feels like it was always supposed to be you. Wow. And then I split the deck and it's the King of Pentacles. It had to be you. That's all I'm hearing. It had to be you. The Magician. Again, it's like somebody's been manifesting this. Wheel of Fortune. 10 of Cups. The bottom of the deck. It feels like Page of Cups and then the Ace of Pentacles. It feels like somebody had to make the offer first and get this whole thing set in motion. And now it's been done. Wow. And then I split the deck again and it's the 9 of Cups. So yeah, it feels like at this time, people are, I don't know why I'm saying people, but things are lining up for everyone to understand that you just have to have a little faith in me. But it's more than that. It feels like having a little patience. So I don't know. It just feels like during this time frame, because it still has to have time to incubate. I just heard the word incubate. It feels like it feels like it's the step. Wow, the rainbow. Your wish is being granted for your family. And your family can be, you know, your people. Wow. And then I split the deck and it's the telephone. You end up talking to somebody about this. You're definitely going to be talking to somebody about this during this time frame. Okay. And you know what, guys? I got to tell you, because you guys are probably going to see it because it's really irritating me at this moment. So the season has changed. It is now spring turning into summer. And for some reason, I keep seeing these little itty bitty, and you can't really, because the house is old that I live in. And I keep seeing these teeny tiny little baby ants. So if you see me doing this, that's why. They weren't here before, but now they're all over. Well, not all over, but yeah. So I see them, so it's not distracting. I'm just saying. So if you see that, that's what it is. It's the little itty bitty. You know, they come every year. Okay. All right. How about overnight? What do we need to know for overnight? I know, the April showers. Ugh. Oh, we get to have a couple of sunny days over the next 2 or 3 days, but then by Monday we're back to rain. Okay, overnight. This journey. I'm hearing up, up and away. The fairy godmother. I'm seeing that. Somebody's going through the gate. I'll meet you at the gate. Somebody's just on a journey and they're going through getting ready. How is this? It's like traveling, and then you got it looks like traveling as well. Somebody's just on a journey. Wow, they're definitely going. And then you've got the Penelope Dreamweaver with Tam. And loyalty. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. You could have a really significant dream. But there's freedom here and wanting something to be just right. Somebody might actually wake up and their back might hurt a little bit, like they slept kind of wrong. Microphone. What is this? Tell me about this. Tower. I'm seeing the Tower. Strength, Tower, the Wine. Reverse. You might see some. Wow, and then there's the journey. It feels like understanding the journey. Oh, wow. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. It feels like in this dream space overnight or something, you wake up. It feels like, that was a long journey, but I've overcome it. It feels like bright. Some sort of obstacle gets worked out. And you've got the Lovers with the, that card, the twin card. But it feels like the journey. Somebody's understanding what the journey was or is. Wow, and then you've got the Ship with the rings. Feels like a solid pack. Nice. But it's like the perfect timing. The Clock. Something, wow, with making these stable changes and stuff. Being persistent and being heart-centered. It feels, wow, with the Friends. Yeah, okay. It feels like somebody is having like a revelation or something like that. And staying focused. And there it is again, the Public. Feels like being bold too, but it has to do with the journey. It's like I figured it out. I know what it is. And I know why it's happening. And it feels like somebody just, it dawns on somebody overnight because I think that you get a vision of it. What is this? The Patience. Oh my gosh, that's double patience. It feels like I'm glad I waited. Ace of Swords. These are like the slowest type of cards in the deck. The Knight of Pentacles with the Seven of Pentacles. The Truth. Feels like the truth is I'm glad I waited. I'm glad I came on this journey with you. It's wow. It's the Two of Cups. That's exactly my point of what I was, wow, with the Six of Swords. Then you got the Magician with the Hanged Man. That's my whole point. It's like somebody's kind of like, I'm glad I waited and went on this journey with you. Whether it's physically a journey or it made somebody grow and understand what a connection is. That's what this kind of feels like, is somebody's realizing or understanding the depth of whatever the connection is that's going on between two people. It's like their judgment, temperance. Their judgment is patience. But it could have been stressing me out. That's not how that song goes. But that's how me and my kids sing it. You're stressing me out. Harmony. Don't mind me. Oh my God, I can't believe I just did that live. Anyway, it's kind of like, it's understanding what all the stress and the fuss and everything was about, because it finally clicks to somebody. Like, I understand. It might be the Emperor, because the Emperor's at the bottom of the deck, where it's kind of like, okay, I'm going to lay my sword down here. I'm going to put it down because it's like, I get it. I understand now. And I'm stuck on Band-Aid brand because Band-Aid's stuck on me. If they're stuck on you now, they love you. Or they have a newfound love for you. You got the Ace of Cups, the Four of Swords. They're stuck. It feels like they're stuck on you, though. And it's because they finally figured it out. And I think it goes back to this. I'm hearing that. It goes all the way back to this. The loyalty. Somebody in this connection was never swayed. You couldn't sway that person even if you tried, no matter what. Because after the Hermit, they always came back together. Always. There was a loyalty. King of Swords. I've seen that twice now. And I think that's kind of a King of Swords thing. I mean, there is going back and forth. This King of Swords energy, Hermit, they were going back and forth in their mind space about what their stability was. Now, I don't mean like going back and forth between, women and all of that, or, it's not, it doesn't feel like that. It feels like there's stability and who they could trust and who would really be there. And it feels like after some time, they're realizing there's a loyalty. Somebody has loyalty to this one. And it's like, okay, that one deserves it. That's been said and done. I'll make it up to you. I promise you. Wow, then you get the Page of Pentacles and it's probably because they know they I don't want to say that they know that they had you waiting, but you've had a lot of patience. Whoever this person is, like there was a lot of patience that was needed, and to wait and time feels like it standed. Whatever this connection is, it stood the test of time. Okay. So it feels like somebody finally understands it, and it's clicking to them. They're understanding the assignment. They're understanding what this whole thing is. And it feels like they say it. They make it public. They make an announcement about it. Okay. All right. Now, last one will be before we come back. And then I'll probably come back on and do questions because I haven't done that in a while, and I need to do that live. All right. Okay. So last. Hi, your Empress. Welcome. Okay. Before we come back, what do we have, please, Spirit? What do we need to know? This fawn. Huh. Oh my goodness. Okay, and then these, wasn't going to take them, but they both flipped out at the same time. Feels like that's the setup. That's how it's going. There's change. So before we come back, you're talking to a friend, this fawn person. There's an understanding because of science. Sign, everywhere a sign. And it's cutting through something. Sign, everywhere a sign. You might be seeing signs everywhere. And I want to like tap the tip of my nose to be like, yep, I got it. What is this? It's the Hierophant. Seeing signs, the solution. Hidden messages and the blueprint. You're good. You're going to be getting, wow, with the world, and you are going to be getting like signs. There's going to be signs everywhere. And, oh, yeah, I saw the signs. It opened up my eyes. I saw the signs. Isn't it magic? I don't know the rest. I'm just saying it's hidden, but you're being guided. And it feels like once you see it, boom, you got to strike while the iron's hot. And before we come back, it's a ladybug. You might see a ladybug. or even a grasshopper. I don't know if those are out right now. But if you see wow, this is something you're pulling towards you with the magnets. You might see a ladybug, and that'll like give you the confirmation that to just go ahead and do it, and that there's something here that's going to make you, every little thing is going to be all right. It's letting you know that everything's going to be okay. Let me see. I'm trying to see a tarot deck. Oh, you do? Oh. Yeah, it feels like this confirmation is coming through. But there's something here. It just feels like signs, and it's kind of like you might be even waiting for this fawn person of yours to see the signs. She's like, okay, any day now. She's like, any day now you can see it, because then you're both feels like going to be on the same exact page. What is this? Then somebody's going to jump. Wow, yeah. It feels like once this happens, it feels like ketchup. It feels like once this other person here, the other half, gets it, it's like, ding, okay, now they're catching up. Now they're running. But see, look, they get the message and they run after it. It clicks. You might hear from them. They start texting, something like that. And they're like, I get it. Strong independence, the Fool. It honestly feels like that's exactly what I needed to get the it feels like it's whatever it is, the sign that they receive jump starts this, and they take off running. They just get going, and it feels like it makes them feel strong in their independence. And they saw the sign. Temperance. What is this? Packing the bag. Coming off the mountaintop. What? What? Finally coming off the mountaintop? Why did I say that? Somebody could be traveling with all their stuff, but they're happy about it because it feels like it's because they know that they're balanced, and something had to be done. Wow, 10 of Pentacles. This one is going after their 10 of Pentacles. And it finally clicks to them what this was all about. 4 of Pentacles, or 4 of Wands. And they just get this sign, and it's like, okay, I need to go that direction. And they do. Which one? I don't know which one's the favorite. Basically, it just seems like somebody's coming down. Wow, now I'm getting that. She'll be coming around the mountains when she comes. Somebody's finally coming down the mountain. Because she's not walking up the mountain. She's coming down with all of her stuff. Oh, the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah. But it feels like after learning or climbing this mountain, this is somebody coming out the other side. That's what it is. And they're tempered, knowing that something was divine timing. This would not have worked at the time when somebody was trying to have it work. And it feels like because they needed to learn the strength and their own independence. And they did it. And now it's their stability here. This could even be like with their home and money and all of that. With the foundation and 10 of Pentacles. It's like everything feels content now because you've hurdled the mountain of some sort. And it's because, I don't know. This could be within a connection with somebody too, because this fawn energy here. It's like these two people, and it feels like one, like this one, she's always known. This feminine, she's just been waiting until it's time for her to jump into action. She just needed to wait for this other person, and he was waiting for signs. This person might have crow's feet. They might actually smile like that. I'm drawn to the smile. You might be older. The Empress. And because the Empress is always known. She's always known. It just took this one a little bit of time to catch up. They might smile and have dimples. They might be bald or have like a little bit of gray in their beard, a little bit of a beard, or wear like, you know, weird hat, not weird hats, but you know what I mean. Wrinkled forehead or a little mark on their forehead too. And I don't know. That's sticking out to me. But it's kind of like she's always known. And it's like, oh, did you finally get the message? Did you get the download you needed? I'm glad. It feels like catch up. I really want to say that. It's like he finally caught up. And I saw the signs, and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. He's been watching anyway and trying to figure out what he was going to do. Wow. That magic. Okay, so what happens after this? We just ask that, and then we will wrap this up. What happens now that he's seen the signs? The Hangman. Man. Okay. I'm seeing lots of mountains here. But it's the Hanged Man. But it feels like he's going to take a victory. He might take a moment to look at something from a different point of view. Yeah, and I'm seeing the Hermit too. But as soon as this came out, I was like, man, more waiting. Who wants to sit around and wait? Which we're not sitting around waiting like that, but you know what I mean. It feels like, because she's ready to go. She's ready to jump in action to get this thing started. And she's already had to wait. And so this King of Wands, then he jumps into action. It feels like he's taking note of everything. And at the end of this, he's looking at it. He's realizing, he's seeing, wow. And he's making a decision on the path. Wow. And it becomes the Queen of Wands. And strength. You make this, you make me feel. You make me feel like natural woman. But what I was going to say is, you make this person feel like a strong emperor. Oops, my camera. The cards aren't working right. They feel strong. You make them feel like an emperor. You make them feel official. It's like you do that. It's almost like you give this one strength. It feels like because you believe in them. Wow. And it's been going, it's going to keep growing because you got the Seven of Pentacles. It's going to keep growing. And it feels like you can relax a little bit, but it feels like it's moving forward now because they finally figured it out. Okay. Alrighty. So that was a fun one. All right. But I will leave that here. And I will come back on for questions, but I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And thank you guys for coming in and watching. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye.